True North Reviews, True North Reviews, True North Reviews.
Hey there, welcome to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan, and today we are discussing the Lana Del Rey record, Chemtrails Over the Country Club. This is the latest full-length record from American singer and songwriter Elizabeth Woolridge Grant. This follows up her critical darling in Norman Rockwell, which saw Lana and Jack Antonoff combining their musical superpowers over the course of 14 tracks and an hour-plus runtime. Some people say Lana's music might be one note or one-dimensional, like it scratches the same itch and then you're done with it. But good news, she wastes no time on her new album to do something different, and she greets her listeners with one of the most unique songs in her catalog yet. This is called White Dress, and it is an immediate standout in Lana's discography, thanks in part to its vocals and lyrics. The former are barely voicing the notes on a strained falsetto, and the latter reflect on life before fame while name-dropping the White Stripes and Kings of Leon. Now, if you're not a fan of the odd vocal choice on White Dress, the vocal layering on the title track is more of what Lana fans have been used to in the past. The vocal arrangement is actually so rhythmic that it's meditative. It honestly casts a spell on me every time I hear it. Additionally, the vocals establish a strong melody even with an instrumental that sits backseat until the final 30 seconds where there's a drum break. Carrying on, track 3 is entitled Tulsa Jesus Freak, and frankly it should have been called White Hot Forever because there's no mention of Tulsa Jesus Freak throughout the track. Despite this, a folklore-style arrangement of drums, strings, and guitar rush onto the track. In addition to making the track very folksy, its melody is also catchy. Now, not everything is great on Chemtrails Over the Country Club. For example, Yosemite has Lana teaming up with an old collaborator of hers, Rick Nowels, and honestly, it makes sense why I wouldn't like this song since I have a hard time stomaching a lot of Lana's earlier material. Despite all the vocal acrobatics, this is one of the breathiest performances on the record. That said, there are at least some parts of the track to be engrossed by. The simple yet effective bass line comes to mind, along with the bongos. The same can be said for Let Me Love You Like a Woman, which this time is for a different reason. Instead of having a complement of instruments to surround it, the tune is mostly piano driven, and what makes things worse for me is the fact that Lana doesn't enunciate her words very well. Seriously, she sings as if she's struggling to open her mouth. Now, not all singing on the record is bad, of course. Wild at Heart glides along with its angelic higher registers in the verses before Lana powerfully reaches her lower register in the chorus. Interestingly, Wild at Heart samples the track How to Disappear from Norman Rockwell and improves upon its melody, in my opinion. This ultimately showing that a song can be changed and that music in general can be a living, breathing creation that never is in its final state. Also being improved on this album is Lana's vocal talent. Keep in mind, I never thought Lana had the greatest vocal range, but the song Not All Who Wander Are Lost displays her ability to harmonize falsettos with resonance. Add in soft and sweet guitar playing from Jack Antonoff, as well as an infectious bridge, and you've got another highlight. What might just be my favorite track here, though, is Dark But Just a Game. This is a fantastic song, and why it's fantastic is that it contrasts two moods with simple instrumentation. One very dark with tambourine and faint 808s, and at the drop of a dime, the track becomes beautiful with flourishes of keys and muted guitar. Rounding out this review, I want to speak towards women in music, be it the influences that shape Lana Del Rey's songwriting or the ones that she collaborates with. The latter becomes fully realized on the cut, breaking up slowly. On this one, I had to do a double take. I thought this was Miley Cyrus as a feature, instead it's Nikki Lane. Regardless, there's good chemistry between the two, and their voices blend well together, making for a wonderful performance. On to Dance Till We Die, Lana acknowledges her closest role models and influences, shouting out Stevie Nicks, Joan Baez, and Joni Mitchell. Musically, I love what goes on with this track. There are horns and mellotron that create a beautiful arrangement and spacing, and those easily make way for a gangster Nancy Sinatra in the bridge. Fittingly enough, after Lana shouts out Joni Mitchell, she ends this record on a cover of Joni Mitchell's For Free featuring Zelda Zella Day and Wise Blood. Again, only fitting to bring on Wise Blood, who is also inspired by Joni. Also, great to see Zella Day on this track as she embodies a folklore-style Taylor Swift. Now, 3 female singers isn't anything new to be assembling here. Boy Genius have done it before, Case Lang Veres, hell, even the Chicks. But the enjoyment is here for free. Altogether, I enjoyed Chemtrails over the Country Club. It is Americana, it is country inspired. The stripped back instrumentation does this album wonders in most places, and it's back-to-back releases that I've praised by Lana. So with all that being said, I'm feeling an 8 out of 10 on this album. Make sure you guys sound off down below in the comments. Tell me what you guys think of this music, whether you agree or disagree. I'm here to engage with you guys. If you'd like to leave a like, subscribe if you're new in town. I'd appreciate that as always. Thanks for watching, and have a rockin' day.